Peace and blessings, everyone. So we're just watching the closing ceremonies of the Olympics, or as I call it, the Fauxlympics. And what came to mind is that the Olympics was basically the epitome of the world condition, the state of the world. The original thought I had was during the opening ceremony, the closing, the things that were going on ceremonies that China was putting on. It was speaking about how they were using certain shapes to represent things, like a square representing, I think, a solid foundation, a circle representing continuity. And so, there's, all this good feeling stuff. And so I really thought about how contradictory that is to the state of the government there in China. They are an oppressive government. They are communists, which in itself I don't know necessarily means that they are oppressive, but it seems like the communist countries are, for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't fully understand everything behind communism, other than it's everything is ran by the government. It's government ran, but why it is that necessarily there has to be injustice perpetrated on its people, I don't fully understand. So I don't know. But like I'm saying, there is, of course, the issues of the human rights issues there in China. People not being able to speak their mind, or freedom of speech, and all types of things going on. So as I thought about it, from the very get-go, it was basically fake, or really it was representative, like I said, of the world. From its inception, they spent $40 billion to get everything built and ready to go for the Olympics. $40 billion. This has been going on for 3 minutes now, where a child starves to death every 3-point-something seconds. So figure out how many children are starved to death during this filming. $40 billion. The opening of the ceremonies. For those who watch, and if you watched, I'm sure you know of the controversy, or even if you didn't watch, just from being online. If you don't know, there was a young girl that sang the national anthem, the Chinese national anthem. There was a girl that actually sung it, and then there was a girl that lip-synced it. The girl that you saw on TV was a girl that was lip-syncing. The girl that was actually singing it was off to the side. The reason she was off to the side, because they felt that she was too ugly. Now they put it as she wasn't cute enough, but essentially that's saying she was too ugly. It's fake. It's a front. And so as each athlete is putting their all into their sport, taking pride in their sport, pride in their country, then you have those athletes who, once they leave the Olympics, they're going back to their respective oppressive countries. Countries are at war. You got Georgia and Russia, for instance. People in Somalia. You got people who are going back to a situation where they could literally be killed as soon as they get there because of the conditions of that country, the fighting and the oppression in the country. And so it shows what we like to do in this world is finding escape from reality, the truth of the conditions of this world. Try to find some joy in something else, some fun, have some fun, find something to release, and become apathetic and indifferent to the truth of what's going on, even to the truth of what's going to happen to our own selves. Like I said, the people going back to a country, say the woman is there who's going back to a Muslim country and things of that nature, and so she goes back to, you know, those Muslim countries are truly fundamental, where they feel, you know, a woman should be fully clothed and not show herself, and is not on par with men and things of that nature. And so, like I said, just them holding it, China holding that, is just, it was fake. But then it wasn't fake because it was indicative of the state of this world. And then you have the people who are in a position to stand up. Let's take Americans. You have the Americans, and they like to say that, you know, the Olympics isn't a place for politics, because, you know, it's for the games, for the competition, it's for the nations to come together. But nations aren't coming together. They come together to close their eyes to the truth of the world, the truth of the world condition. That's what they're doing. And then in watching, you know, the Americans win things, and stand up there and listen to them play the, you know, national anthem of America, and see them lipping, you know, mouthing the words, the land of the free, home of the brave, the land of the free, the land of the free. Even America, free. We're not free. We don't have true freedom. And then even more so, if you look at the black athletes, and for them to get there, standing up, standing proud to the song saying the land of the free. So once again, put aside, stop making it important, close our eyes and be indifferent to the true state of what's going on. And then another thing on another level is, you must decide what you are, what title is important to you, what your title is, and what it means to fully embrace that title. Whether it's black, white, African American, American, Christian, human, whatever title you apply to yourself. Are you all those? And if you are, can you be all those? It is said in the Bible, it was said by Jesus, one cannot serve two masters. At least one is going to suffer. You can't serve two. And if you have multiples, which one are you fully? Which one is the most important? And if you are that, what does it mean to fully be that? What does it mean to fully be that? To serve that which you say you are? What it means standing up and not attending the Olympics because of what's going on in China? What it means standing up and not attending the Olympics and boycotting Olympics because of what's going on in the world, and saying there are more things important in the world than us coming together to have these games and forget about the state of the world. Fauxlympics. God bless everyone. Peace and love.